When you're putting your baby with someone, it is the most important decision you make. It's far more important than buying a house, and you'd probably go and see a house at least twice.
I found her card up in our village hall, and I phoned up, came to see her, and it's all very, very nice and relaxed. My husband came as well. He met Sarah and her husband. We had a nice evening chat. Went through her portfolio, and she showed me references and her certificates, and it's just a very nice atmosphere, and I came away feeling quite happy and safe and secure in the knowledge that Cara would be safe there and would do well.
It's really important that when parents are thinking about doing some training, going back to work or in finding employment, that the childcare that they have access to meets the needs of the children and meets the needs of them and the families.
It's really important that parents get supported in choosing good quality childcare for their children. And childcare that's appropriate for the age and stage of the child's development. Group settings can be very intimidating sometimes for a young, quite shy child, whereas time spent in a nurturing home environment with a childminder can give them more confidence to face that maybe at a time that's more appropriate for them. So it is important for parents to look at their children and where they think that they're going to be happiest, and absolutely have really good communication with whichever childcarer they choose to make sure that the children are comfortable and happy and growing and learning where they are.
Well, we needed someone that was as local to where we worked. We start reasonably early, and we needed the flexibility really of somebody that could look after Sam between the hours of 8:30 and 5:30. And it was convenient and very local.
I decided to go with a childminder because I had to go back to work when my son was 6 months. I'm a single mum, so I'm the breadwinner. And I looked at various forms of childcare, but I really wanted him to be in a home environment. I wanted him to be loved and cuddled and picked up if he fell over.
Although I only work part-time, it's whole days and the long days, and we can't always get back for a certain time. And other forms of childcare, you have to be there by 6 o'clock. We can't always do that. Whereas at least with Sarah, we could phone her up and say we're going to be a bit late. Is that all right? And you know that she's going to be fine. It's fantastic. My main concerns, I want obviously Cara to be happy. I wanted her to just feel secure where she is, and I wanted to know that I could trust somebody to bring her up with the sort of standards that I have. There are certain things that obviously I want Cara to do or not to do, and I need somebody who's happy to go along with that.
I think this form of childcare has a lot of advantages in that they have more one-to-one with me, obviously, with a smaller group of children. We can do outings, which often other childcare provision can't do. Yeah, another advantage to childminding is that brothers and sisters can stay together. I've got Madison and Bailey, who are both brother and sister, and that's sometimes not the case in other childcare settings, and they can grow up together then. Let's share it round. There we go, Bailey. Bit for Aisha. Bit for Charlie. Oh, you like the kiwi, don't you?
But I like a kiwi.
You like the kiwi as well?
No.
He's a lively chap. He's out on the table football and the slides outside, and he enjoys it. Just regular walks and bits and pieces over to the country park, and at the end of the day, he's always telling us a little bit about his day. No, it's good.
I'm going to share and taste the bread there. Sarah picks us up from school, and then she brings us over here to have a little fun, gives us tea, gives us pudding, gets us drinks, very nice cooker, and then our mum comes to pick us up and takes us home, and we have another dinner.
First it was terrifying. I think I was absolutely terrified. I've never left Cara with anybody before. And got to work, I was in a state, but she was absolutely fine, completely unfounded. She'd had a fantastic day, and I was worrying over nothing. They go to all the children's places around here, the little adventure warehouses, they go see the sheep, they go feed the ducks, all these things that children absolutely adore. And I was a bit worried at first about the fact that Kai would be going out, but she's fine. It's lovely, she's a great time. She sees things that I don't always have the time to take her to because I'm having to do housework when I'm at home. So she just sees all the things that children should see, and it's brilliant.
Well, I'd say that childminders are brilliant for a lot of children. I think it's nice that they can be in that homely environment, but they still get to go out and do things. And they still get the same quality care and education now due to the EYFS, which is implemented in all settings. So it doesn't matter where you send your child, they still get the education element. And with the childminder, you get that in a homely setting as well.
I think childminding is a fantastic service. It's worked really well for us, and I'd recommend it to anybody. It's flexible, you know your child's in a nice, safe, secure family unit, and I think it works really well.